يسعدنا أن يكون معنا اليوم السيد رامي طبارة الشريك المؤسس لشركة ستيك. Good morning, Rami. Great to have you here today.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you. Rami, ستيك. When we say ستيك, digital platform enabling everyone in the world to invest in real estate, even for small values like 500 dirhams or so. What inspired you to have this idea despite all the challenges in this sector?
So just a quick background on myself. I've been living in Dubai for the last 20 years and all I've done is real estate. So when you spend this much time in real estate, you start to see where the deficiencies are.
Sure.
So one of the main deficiencies in real estate always is affordability. It's a very expensive asset class to be part of. That's one. Another one is transparency. You know, people want to invest in real estate, but how do they get access to the information? How do they know they're buying the right property? That's another challenge. And third of all is they want an easy way of investing, a digital way. That's why we created ستيك and we launched ستيك, because it's an easy way for people to invest on an app in under 3 minutes, starting from 500 dirhams. Anyone in the world can own and invest in a piece of Dubai real estate.
Exactly. Actually, you told me before we started a very nice story, a cute story about taxi driver. Mm-hmm. If you can share it with everyone.
Yeah, no, I was speaking to a venture capitalist. They were looking to invest in our business. And before we started the call, he said, I want to tell you a crazy story. I was on vacation with my family in the Mauritius. He landed in the airport, got in the taxi, and they were talking with the driver. And he asked him what they did. He said, I invest in startups, I invest in real estate. So the taxi driver turns around. He said, you know what, I actually invested in real estate as well in Dubai. So he said, what do you mean? He takes out his phone and shows him that he's downloaded the ستيك app and invested 2,000 dirhams.
I love this story.
So, it just shows you the demand for Dubai real estate, and it shows you what ستيك has done. It really has enabled anyone from anywhere in the world to own a piece of Dubai real estate.
Of course, and as I was telling you before we start, I saw the humane side of it. But you know how much it means to anyone who feels like they own something? It means the world.
100%.
It just boosts their morale, it gives them hope. So
100%.
What you're doing is even beyond all this thing. I think it has so much humane side to it.
You know what, we always say that in this part of the world, and actually all parts of the world, people have an affinity to real estate. When you're young, your parents teach you, when you make some money, put it into property.
You should, yeah.
It's always a stable asset class, it's part of your wealth, it creates generational wealth. So when you enable people to own this asset class and start off small, then you've really opened up an opportunity that maybe they couldn't have had before. But it shows you our platform has investors from different categories. We have waitresses at restaurants, we have Emirates Airlines hostesses who invest with us on a monthly basis, and then we have people who've invested over $3 million on the platform. So really we cater to a wide range of spectrum of people who just want access to Dubai real estate, but in an easy, transparent and digital way.
And why did you choose Dubai in the first place? Like, I know Dubai is the land of opportunities, but in your field specifically, is it more the accessibility? Is it more finding investors? Is it the partnerships, for example, with DLD, with other authorities? What was really the attractive element to that?
So obviously living in Dubai made the most sense. I've been here for so long, I understand the market. But if you look at Dubai over the last 4 years, it's one of the best cities in the world, if not the best city in the world to launch a business from. People say it's a good place to launch from Dubai for the region. I disagree. I actually think it's the best place to launch for the world. Because you really are attracted to, you have very different nationalities. I'll give you an example. On our platform, we have 205 nationalities from 172 countries who've invested on our platform. So that just shows you the demand that Dubai has from around the world. But then you look at regulation. When in our business we're regulated by the Dubai Financial Services Authority, based in the DIFC, which gives us a lot of credibility, because we're not just another platform. We are financially regulated by one of the best regulators in the world.
In the world.
So when you look at that, and then you say, okay, but everyone wants a piece of Dubai real estate. How do you work with the regulators? How do you work with the decision makers to enable that? And to be honest, the government of Dubai, as we all know, they're always forward-thinking.
Yes.
And I love how commercial they are. If you come up with an idea that's going to help bring in investment to the country, investment into the real estate market, they're always open to it. And they've been supportive to us, whether it's the DFSA, the DIFC, even the government of Dubai, the Dubai Land Department. They've been very supportive for us.
Absolutely. And who are your main shareholders or stakeholders?
So we just recently closed our Series A in June of $14 million. And we're very fortunate enough to get some of the best investors in town. We have Middle East Venture Partners, who is one of the largest VCs in town. We had Mubadala from Abu Dhabi, which is a sovereign wealth fund of the Abu Dhabi government.
Of course.
And then in Saudi Arabia, we had the venture arm called WAD from Aramco. So, we really got some of the best investors on our cap table.
Well done to that. Rami, now to go to the serious topic.
Yeah.
I think everyone, if I'm an investor watching Rami now speaking, one of the things that comes to my mind is, okay, how do I guarantee this consistency in return and appreciation? How do I guarantee transparency? I want to know where my investment, even if it's small, I want to feel respected.
Of course.
It doesn't matter how much I invest. I want to have this accessibility, everything in front of my eyes, no matter what type of investor I am. What's your financial model to that?
So what we do is basically what I just said, we're regulated. So you get comfort immediately that we are a regulated business. But second of all, when you invest on our platform, you're getting 2 sets of documents.
Yeah.
So it's very transparent. You get a share certificate from the DIFC, so you're able to get proof of ownership.
Yeah.
And you can actually go to the DIFC website, type in your name, and you'll see your name under the SPV, the special purpose vehicle that owns the property. Then you get a copy of the title deed. All of this is on the app. It's, I say this to everyone who asks us, we've built the most advanced real estate investment platform in the world.
Yes,
so really, it's such an easy way to invest. We call it the e-commerce for real estate, because literally 3 minutes, add to cart, check out, and you own a piece of Dubai. But how do you ensure that people are getting the right returns is by our selection process. Yes. We're not a listing site. We really go out and get a curated list of opportunities where people are buying into the best real estate in Dubai. Yeah. We're not buying off-plan properties where it might take 3 or 4 years to finish. We're buying ready residential real estate where the user can actually go in, see where it's located, get a 3D tour, get all the financial implications of it. We do an investment memorandum for every single property. I'll give you an example. We get over 100 properties sent to us every week. We only select less than 5. Because we're very selective.
I like that.
We're an investment platform. We're not a brokerage. We're not a listing site. We are an investment platform, and it's in our best interest that investors make the highest returns, because we're in the business for investors to come back.
Yeah.
65% of our investors come back more than once and reinvest.
How great is that? How great. Rami, like youth, startups, or people with dreams, right? Again, watching you now and saying, okay, I would love to learn from Rami. What are the challenges, or how to overcome the challenges? Did Rami have any failures, lessons learned, tips for them to be empowered? Like, no matter what, they can keep walking, but definitely there are hurdles on the way. What's your tips?
So I would say, if you're not losing sleep over the idea, it doesn't keep you up at night, then don't do it. Because if it's something that you're not passionate about, that you can't talk about day in, day out, every hour, then just don't do it.
Yes.
So passion is key to being successful. Second of all, actually, people tend to worry about speaking about their ideas or their business to other people because they're scared that someone might, steal it. But I disagree. I think it's all about the execution. If you have an idea, try to speak to as many people as possible. And talk to investors, talk to friends, talk to family. That's what we did. Because people will either give you encouragement or they'll tell you what's wrong with the idea. And take that feedback, go back and adjust on it. But I also think, Dubai is such an unbelievable city that it really opens up so many opportunities. Sure. There's so many government organizations, there's so many people out here that are willing to help startups launch. And, you see that with all the announcements that they've made over COVID, the centers, whether we work in the IFC, the start of the FinTech hub, or you're in Expo, or now there's a startup hub there. So there's so many places here that actually encourage you to start. So I would say, as long as you have the passion, figure out what you want to do, but then speak to as many people, and then go to one of these startup hubs and launch your business. Don't wait.
Absolutely. And Rami, what's next for ستيك? Is it like only Dubai? Are you having an eye on another country or countries?
So Dubai is home. Obviously, we're looking to launch in Abu Dhabi as well. Especially that we have Mubadala as our shareholders. We're really looking to launch in Abu Dhabi.
Of course.
And then our next stop is Saudi Arabia. We always wanted to be the leading real estate investment platform in the region, but then also we want to be in the world. But the beauty of it is, in the region, you need to be in the UAE and you need to be in Saudi Arabia. So we'll be launching in Saudi Arabia in a month. We're very excited, as I'm sure everyone has seen, what's going on there.
Yes.
So we'll be there, and then hopefully within the next couple of years we'll be looking at North America. So
amazing. Congratulations. So we can invest in Saudi Arabia from any part, same concept.
So this is something, and I say we go back to our tech team, my third co-founder that, we spoke about earlier. We're 3 co-founders, my childhood friend, Manar, who we went to the same high school together. We've known each other for 25 years.
That's lovely.
And my third co-founder is Ricardo, who heads all our technology. So because of really his experience, we've been able to build one app where you can invest in 2 different countries, literally with a swipe of a button. And that hasn't been done. You can invest in different stocks around the world. You can invest in crypto from one app, but no one's enabled you to invest in 2 different markets from one app. So we're very excited about that.
Congratulations to everything and wishing you all the best. Rami, Tabbara, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks
a lot.
Thank you.